What were some of your biggest takeaways from Powell's comments earlier this week?
Hey, Kristen. So there was definitely a sense that the CBDCs have sort of moved to the front burner of the Fed's agenda. It also seems like Powell is taking a more holistic view of the Fed's role. He alluded to the need for the Fed to balance its role, keeping a stable currency while also changing with the times. He also reiterated something he's said multiple times in the past, which is that as the world's reserve currency, it's more important that we get it right than to do it fast when it comes to digital currency. So again, no huge surprises, but a general sense that the Fed is moving forward in its exploration of digital currencies.
I think a lot of people were listening to those comments that we got late Wednesday. Alex, I know Powell also making sure to highlight the role of innovation in the crypto space. What signal did this send to those working on private digital currencies?
So people in the crypto world really appreciate brought up innovation to them. It showed that Powell recognized the considerable experimentation and experience and knowledge that people in the crypto space have gained over the past decade plus. It also showed that Powell wasn't just thinking about CBDCs in a vacuum and that he had his eye on the broader digital currency space. Given that many recent headlines, as you well know, have been dominated by government officials calling out the excesses and dangers of the crypto space, this kind of positive framing coming from the nation's top banker was encouraging to those who have a stake in the continuation of private digital currencies, whether we get a CBDC or not.
And we do know by now China's stance within the digital currency space. What does this tell us about how central bank digital currencies and private cryptocurrencies might clash here in the U.S.?
So it's very difficult to say if the U.S. will follow China on either path. But based on Powell's comments earlier this week, it does seem like he does not see central bank digital currencies as a total substitute or replacement for private digital currencies, which is a possibility many critics of CBDCs have been worried about. Instead, he seems to be taking into account the entire digital currency ecosystem, ranging from calling for regulations to, as I said before, highlighting private innovation. Many in the crypto community are starting to echo this sentiment. Rather than simply condemning CBDCs, they're talking about the possibility of them existing side by side with other cryptos and even stablecoins.
And Alex, what can we expect next from the Fed when it does come to central bank digital currencies?
So, as Powell noted earlier this week, there's two white papers that are in the works. One that it's doing with MIT that is looking at sort of the technological aspects of a CBDC. That one's due out sometime in the fall. And the other is sort of a policy paper that will be coming soon, according to Powell, probably in the next month or so, according to some. What will happen at that point is a sort of a public comment period and probably a whole lot more discussion about what this could mean for the crypto space, for monetary policy, and for a range of other things. And we'll certainly be keeping an eye on those as they are released.